Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Turning Your Passion into Profit Morning Show. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're having a fantastic day, wherever you may be around this globe. You know, y'all, it certainly is a beautiful morning. It's a beautiful morning to get those things done that you have purpose in your heart to do. I don't know where you may be, on your journey, whether it's a book writing journey or your entrepreneurial journey, wherever you may be, this is a perfect time, to get those things done, to stop procrastinating, to get there and get seen, get known, present whatever you have. Present it to the world stage. It's no time for sitting back and just thinking about, well, one day I'll do this and one day I'll do that, or daydreaming, having all of these fantastic dreams. Because if you don't do anything with what you have been given, and these are your gifts, your talents, your abilities, those treasures, those gems on the inside of you, and you just have it in your head, it's only a fantasy. You have to bring your dreams into reality, and this is your time. This is your season to come out on the world stage and to present to your audience the things that they are craving for. Excuse me. The things that they are asking, they're asking questions about, whether it's that message or, excuse me, sinus, y'all. But excuse me, whether it's that message, whether it's that product, whether it's that service, whatever it may be, get out there and present it on the world stage. And today we're going to be talking about something extra special: positioning, not contrary to the truth. And when I'm talking about not contrary to the truth, your truth. The truth of who you are, your truth. You have to live your truth, y'all, and be unapologetically you. And this is a good part where I can introduce myself. No matter what's going on, I'm going to still, go ahead on and to present this topic today. There's this, allergy season and all this going on. And y'all might understand what I'm talking about. But no matter what, we're going to dive into this topic today, because this topic is electrifying. This topic, when you come into an understanding of who you are, there is no stopping you. Not one bit. There is no stopping you. So, good morning, Lucky. Good morning, Naja. How y'all doing today? Thank you for being with me this morning. This is a grand time, y'all. It is a grand time. And like I said, let me introduce myself to those of you who don't know me. I'm Gertrude J. Chapman, and I teach you how to maximize your potential and stop leaving money on the table. Because too many times, people leave money on the table because they just stop, at the right there, at the initial stage, and they never take their gifts, talents, and abilities further. Whether you're on that book writing journey or that entrepreneurial journey, don't stop. I always tell authors that your book is a gateway. Your book is a gateway to many opportunities. So you should never be satisfied with just selling a few copies of your book and having the rest of your books just sitting around in boxes, collecting dust, deteriorating. Or worst of all, sitting on a platform like Barnes and Noble or Google Play or Amazon, and it's not getting any traction, because your message is so important. It's so important to your audience. And if you're that entrepreneur and you haven't written a book, you're leaving money on the table. Just think of the added value that you could bring to your audience just by having your book out there in the marketplace. So these are some things to think about. Think about different ways that you could, introduce what you are doing to different aspects in your market, to your audience, and stop leaving money on the table. But most of all, be authentic. Be unapologetically you. You should not ever have to apologize for who you are, because you are unique. And somebody is looking for your uniqueness. Your uniqueness is the very connection that somebody is looking for in order, like I said, to give them hope, to teach them how to avoid a situation, to teach them how to come out of a situation, to, uplift them, whatever it may be. Someone's could connect with your uniqueness. So don't just sit there and just give up or just sit still and not do anything. Continue down your journey. Continue down your design path, whatever that path may be. Continue on. Positioning. Again, the title today is Positioning, Not Contrary to the Truth. And when I'm talking about not contrary to the truth, not contrary to your truth, living your truth, being your truth, being true to yourself. You don't have to apologize for anything. And when this happens, your genius will follow your truth. Your genius will follow your truth. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to force it. Okay? It will automatically happen. Automatically. Take, for example, a fish. If you take a fish out of water and put it on the shore, it's going to flip, it's going to flop. Because that's not what the environment that the fish was created to be in. But you put that fish in water, and that fish's genius is going to come forth. Well, the same with you. When you're in the right position, when you're not making excuses for yourself, when you're owning your truth, when you live in your truth, when you're walking in your truth, when you are that expert, and whatever you say that you're that expert in, you're living your truth. Now, when you write a book, you can't become the expert as you write in that book. The same way if you have that business, whether it's a brick and mortar or whether, it's an online business. You can't just, become that expert in that particular field if you're not already that expert. Because you're fooling yourself. You're causing yourself to have friction. Okay? Friction. Where now you're struggling. Now you're burned out. Now you're discouraged. Now you have different things that's going on. When you're walking your journey, when you're walking down your design path, it's supposed to be enjoyable. That's what it's supposed to be. I'm going to tell you this from firsthand experience. I enjoy my journey. I enjoy my journey. I don't have to be primed to get up. I don't have to be primed to get up or pulled to get up or anything of that nature. I just get up. And I do what I do because I love doing it. Each and every day, I look forward to being with my audience, to be with my clients, to create, my products, my services, my messages, to produce these live streams. I look forward to it each and every day. And that's how your journey on your design path should be when you're in the correct position. Now, I have an affirmation for you today that I wanted to share with you. And I'm going to put it up on the screen. I am walking in purpose as I pursue my assignment. Say that with me. I am walking in purpose as I pursue my assignment. And we always have to keep that in mind, that we are walking in our purpose. Our purpose is designed especially for us as you pursue your assignment. Everything is by design. And when your positioning is not contrary to your truth, there won't be a struggle. Anytime you're struggling with something, you have to remember this, audience. Anytime you're struggling with something, you have to sit back and see if you have become misaligned, off the beaten path, off the path. Are you still lined up with your purpose? Are you still walking down your design path? You know, we always want to, blame everybody else. But we have to shine the spotlight on ourselves to see if we are doing what we need to do in order to line up with what we desire to have. Our purpose is by design. So, be unapologetically you. Live your truth. Yesterday, I talked about breaking restrictions and limitations. Okay? That's what I talked about on yesterday, talking about chains of the mind, chains in the mindset, chains of depression, chains of the past, chains of lack, change of fear. These chains, these limitations, these restrictions that hold people in bondage. And they use the term procrastination. And they put all of these things under procrastination. But it's deeper than procrastination. Okay? All of these things fall under that, that title of procrastination. And we have to, sit back and wonder why certain things are happening in our lives the way that they're happening. Breaking these restrictions off. Not limiting ourselves, going above and beyond. It's up to each and every one to be responsible for their journey, for their path. We cannot blame anybody or anything why, we're not accomplishing the things that we desire to accomplish. The only one that we could blame is ourselves. And I won't even say blame yourself. Just be responsible and do what you need to do in order to fix it. Because there's nothing impossible with you. If you desire to fix it and you have come to the end of yourself where you say, look, I'm tired of going around this merry-go-round. I've been going around this merry-go-round for 4 years, for 5 years, for 10 years, for 20 years, for 50 years. It's time for me to get off this merry-go-round. So be it. Do what you have to do and get off. But position yourself not contrary to your truth. That means line up, y'all. Line up with your gifts, your talents, and your abilities. You have to line up with those things. It's very, very important. And I'm going to get to, the first talking point. Like I said, it's very important that we be unapologetically us. Be unapologetically you. You're running on your own race, on your own time clock. You're not competing against anyone. You're being a better version of yourself today as what you were on yesterday. See it that way. You grow each and every day. Grow, okay? Put yourself in position to grow according to your purpose, according to your plan. Expand your mindset. Whatever you say that you're the expert in, begin to expand it. Expand your mind. That means read. That means study. That means invest in yourself at the level that you expect results. Instead of investing in things that depreciate, invest in yourself because you will appreciate. You have value. You have worth, audience. Okay? You are more valuable than what you even realize. You're valuable. You know, and especially ladies, look, listen to this, okay? You've been taking care of everybody else. You're making sure they're all right. You know, they got everything that they need. But you put yourself on the back burner. You put yourself on the back burner. It's time to come off the back burner. How do we, go into the comments, how do we allow ourselves to be unapologetic without being mean, rude, or condescending? Well, let me tell you how you do that. And you don't have to be mean, rude, or condescending, okay? Be intelligent. Be the intelligent person that you are. But learn to set boundaries. Teach people how to treat you, okay? Teach them how to treat you. You don't have to be mean. You don't have to talk down to anybody, okay? Have a very intelligent conversation and say no, okay? Say no. You know, a lot of times people fail to say no because they're afraid that they will offend somebody, okay? After you know, you're not responsible for their reactions. You're just responsible for yourself. Just say no. Don't allow people to overextend you. Don't allow people to pull you out of character. Don't allow people to get you out of position. You be true to you. That's why I always tell you, audience, to write your vision and make it plain. Okay? Write it down. Keep it before your eyes. So when these things come, when these oppositions come, when these things come to blindside you, you have it written down already. And you say, oh no, that's not for me. That's not who I am. And you know, there's another part to that. Because it's been months ago that, you know, I talked about this. Defining yourself, finding out who you are. Once you know who you are, you'll never go back to being mediocre. You'll never go back to people, you know, labeling you this, that, and the other. And I'm not saying this in a bad way, okay? I'm saying this what people expect you to be. Whose people expect you, what they expect you to do. Once you know who you are and what your purpose is in life, and you have set boundaries where you teach people how to treat you, just stand true to it. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter what they believe. You just stay true to you. You don't have to be rude. You don't have to be rude at all. Okay? And if they don't like it, oh well, that's on them. You know, we can't force people to think any, you know, any type of way about us. We can't force that. It's up to them. Each person is responsible for themselves, their own actions. You don't have to be rude at all, but be unapologetically you. And just say no. Just say no, but stick to your vision, stick to your plans, and don't let people just pull you any which way, because they will. They will if you allow that. So, you know, Say no. That's all. Say no. And live your truth. So here's the first one. Positioning, not contrary to your truth. Your genius follows your truth. Because when I say your genius follow your truth, it's like flowing. Everything will flow. Okay? There's no struggle. Everything will flow. What words or word causes activation? I want you to think about this. What words or phrases, causes your heart to pound? When we're talking about your purpose, I'm talking about your purpose. I'm talking about your genius. What words or phrases causes activation? What causes your heart to pound? It activates you. You have a clear understanding to impact your audience. It produces pictures in your mind where you could see, because you always hear me say, you have to see it before you see it or you'll never see it. But when you walk it true to your genius, let me interject this here. Okay, when your audience has a problem, you could see for them what they need to do to get on the other side of that pain point. So what words or phrases causes an activation inside of you where it lights you up, where there's an automatic adrenaline rush? I'm going to tell you mine. Mine is self-confidence. Women that have low or no self-confidence, low self-esteem, not knowing their value, not knowing their worth. And when I hear people or not seeing, their genius inside of them, that automatically lights me up. Okay? Automatically. I could see inside of them what they can't see for themselves. And when I schedule sessions with them, put it this way, sessions with me, I'm able to pull that out of them, where now it has been a struggle for them because they couldn't see it. Now they begin to flow in their genius. So what is it that lights you up? What is it that activates you? You see, this is a key to positioning, not contrary to your genius. Let's see. Go into the comments. Yes, invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. Always invest in yourself. It's very, very important. A lot of times people invest in cars, they invest in houses, but they fail to invest in themselves. But let me tell you, you're a hot commodity. A hot commodity. So always invest in yourself, because we have more value than anything that has been created. We are the higher creation. So always see yourself as value. When someone uses the word little as a description of my design company, that's what makes me angry. Well, don't accept it. Let them say whatever. Let them say whatever, Lucky. But you know that it's not little, okay? And you have to be okay with yourself that it's not little. You can't argue with small minds, okay? Some things you don't even acknowledge. You don't even acknowledge that. That's their mindset. You can't change their mind. They would have to change their own mind. But you know that your design company is not small, okay? Let them be. You just continue not being distracted, because that's a distraction, okay? That's a distraction. When you know who you are and you have set down your goals, you set down your plans, and you've written it down, and you're working diligently, Just keep your eyes on the prize, okay? Keep your eyes on that ultimate goal. Don't be bothered by distractions. You know, some things you can answer, and some things you just like water on the duck's back. Just let it roll off, okay? Let it roll off. And I don't know if you're there, you know, in your walk on this journey, but I'm gonna tell you, it's okay. Okay, it's okay. It's a small mind. You don't have a small mind. Okay, you continue on your journey, and you create according to your gifts, your talents, and your abilities, and just go on. Just continue on. Continue down your pathway to victory. Or activates my anger. Like I say, don't let it get to you, okay? Small minds. Small minds. It's a mindset, okay? Don't let that get to you. And I know that, you know, I might be saying this and you might be saying, well, Gertrude, I'm not there. But trust me, okay? It's a small mindset. They can't see your vision. They can't see it. Only you can see your vision because you're the visionary. They can't see it. They can't understand it. So don't even worry about it. Just continue on. Okay? Don't let it be a hindrance to what you are doing. Don't let it cause you to be discouraged. Yes, continue on your journey and know your vision is broad. That's right. Continue on. You have to continue because it's a distraction. It's a distraction. You know, I get things from time to time. I've been in this game a long time, but I get it from time to time. You think I worry? Because this is what I do. If you're causing too much distraction. Clip. You know, it's about your audience. Here's another talking point. What lights you up? What creates a higher level of excitement? What is it that creates a higher level of excitement in your life on this journey? Okay? I get excited, like I said, when I'm around women who are hungry, okay? Who are hungry, who are, you know, there and they want to win. They want to win so desperately. And they're tired of, you know, the same old. They're tired of it. And that's something that really lights me up. So what is it that in your journey that lights you up, that really gets you excited, that allows you to express yourself? Because in my clients, in my audience, I see things, you know, in them where they're lacking. And I'm able to create things in order to bring them forth, in order for them to, you know, have that victory in their lives, you know, and it's something that's so important to me because I love to see people win. And I'm telling you, when that particular client, and this particular client, let me tell you, she draws beautifully. She creates all of these beautiful jewelry and different things of that nature. And she couldn't see it. She couldn't see it. And I had her in my mentorship program. And I remember a lady had came to me, and this was back last year. And she said, you know, I'm having this function. I forgot what it was exactly. But there were different vendors there. And she was bringing me the information and all. And this lady just happened to be in my office when this lady came. And I just told her, I say, you're going to do this with me. So get your money. You're going to do this with me. And she did it. She did it. Things that she had been procrastinating on with, okay? It has taken years. Her husband's been speaking to her about years. You know, years and years. He's been, you know, after her about certain things. Let me tell you, and this is no lie. In a week's time, she had gotten it together. She came to that event with me, and people loved her paintings. People loved her jewelry. She sold, okay? She sold a whole bunch of it that day. The light bulb came on. And this is something that it should incite you, you know, when the light bulb comes on, where you can see what your audience can't see for themselves. Writing lights me up. Speaking to single parents. Yeah. And you can see it. You can see what they can't see for themselves. And there's so much that you could share with them to bring them to a place where, you know, they could win in whatever area that is. You know, audience, there's a whole bunch of stuff inside of us. There's a whole bunch of stuff inside of us. And when we're walking according to our truth, lining up with our audience, there's many things that we could pull out of our treasure chest that will bring victory to our audience, that will teach our audience, that will show our audience, that will give our audience hope, that will help them to avoid things, or to help them to overcome things, to show them a better way. But live according to your truth. You know, begin to focus, you know, on that mental picture. Because I have a mental picture of my audience, their needs, their wants, their desires. When you're living according to your truth, you have that mental picture. Because I'm seeing for them what they can't see for themselves. Okay? Because I've done the work. I know who I'm called to. I know my purpose. And this is something that you have to know. You have to know who you are, your purpose, who you're called to, what problems you can solve, whose pain points. Okay? What infuriates you? Whose pain points radiate? You know, it's something that, you know, that they're going through, and something that you hate. If I'm making it clear. But these are some of the things that light you up. Let me go to the comments real quick. Love empowering. Give hope. Thank you for this wonderful information. Well, you're welcome. You are so very welcome. You know, so very welcome. Yes, empowerment is very important. Here's another one. What can you consistently speak on? That's something that is how would I say, a jogging point. Okay, it's a jogging point that will, what can I consistently speak on? What is it that interests you? You know, and you can consistently speak on. You never get tired of it. You never get tired of speaking on this particular subject or subjects, everything that's related to your purpose. What is that? And you'll find opportunities. I'm going to tell you this too. You'll even find opportunities to talk about the subject. You'll find that opportunity. It's something that you can consistently speak on. See, that's why it makes no sense of people trying to pretend to be an expert in a certain field if they're not an expert. Because each of us have a lot on the inside of us, okay? We have a lot to share with our audience. And you know, I've told you this, with 63,000 Google searches every second of every day of people looking for information that you have, okay? There's a percentage of people out of that 63,000 Google searches every second of every day are people looking for your unique information, your unique knowledge, your unique expertise. And it doesn't matter if there's thousands of creations on the same thing or thousands of books that's about the same title. Your uniqueness is what connects you to your audience. It's audience by design. Just like your pets by design, you might not be the voice for everybody, but you are the voice for somebody's. Okay? Always remember that. You are the voice for somebody. I live to create, motivate, and inspire. And that's what you do. Your purpose. You love to create, motivate, and inspire. Just like Naja say, I love empowering, giving hope. And, if that's what you love to do, that's what you do. And be unapologetic about it. And just think of different things that you could do in order to, do those things, the motivation, the inspiration, empowerment. Just think of different things that you could create. But stay true to who you are, because somebody needs what you have. They need what you have. Your audience is attracted to your wisdom. They're attracted to your wisdom. And this moves me into the next talking point. Whose questions do you have the answers to? Your audience is asking the questions. They're going through Google. They're looking for those questions. They're going to YouTube. They're going to court. They're looking for those questions. Of course, there's a lot of questions over the internet. Okay? There's a lot of answers over the internet. Okay? But they're looking for that uniqueness. They're looking for something that resonates with them. That's your uniqueness. But if you're not out there, if you're not allowing yourself to come onto the world stage, how is anybody going to ever know? If you're out there pretending, and I'm not saying that, you're pretending, but I'm just saying, okay? I want you to draw closer, okay? Draw closer to who you are. Draw closer to your truth. If there's something that you have picked up and it's just, hanging there and it's not truly who you are, because there's maybe something that and you've been around and you might know the answers to, but you really don't love it, okay? You really don't like it. You could take it or leave it. Those are the things that you should let go of, because those things will suck the life out of you. But what is your truth? What is your design purpose? What is it? When we talk about whose questions do you have the answer to? There's a lot of things that we may be able to answer, but is it our truth? Is it who we are? Is it what we're designed to do or called to do? I told you what, I was climbing the corporate ladder back in 2006 when the housing market went bust. Let me tell you, I know a lot about real estate. I grew up in real estate. Okay? I grew up. That was my family business in real estate. I've owned property, rehab property. I've been a mortgage broker. I've been a real estate agent. I was going to buy a Century 21 at one time, franchise at one time. Okay? But that's not who I am. I know it inside and out, but that's not who I am. I love doing what I'm doing. I love motivating people, inspiring people. I love, writing books. I love, working with women with their self-confidence and their self-esteem. That's what I love. Okay, that's my purpose. That's what I'm telling you. There may be some things that you know how to do, and you know how to do them very well. And I'm gonna tell you that layoff was the best thing. That double layoff was the best thing that could have ever happened to me, because now that got me on my right track where I'm walking true to myself, and I'm being unapologetic about it. And it does not matter what people say. It doesn't matter what they try to suggest when I know it's not the truth. Now, I'm not saying that you can't take constructive criticism or, anything of that nature, but you'll know, okay, when somebody's trying to pull you off of your path. You'll know. Because I had a conversation about this maybe 4 months ago where somebody's trying to make suggestions about something, and I know it wasn't right. That's the purpose why you visit your vision every day. You visit that every day. You always keep it before your eyes. Okay? You're the visionary. You know when something's off. Good morning. How you doing today? It's great seeing you here. You will know when something is off. Okay? So, whose questions do you have the answers to? You clearly see your path. You will clearly see the path that you should take. There is an automatic connection. Y'all, there's no pulling, there's no prying. Okay? So position yourself not contrary to your truth. Your truth. The truth of who you are. And you could stand flat foot, nose to nose, and be unapologetically you. You don't have to explain it. You don't have to say anything. I have something. Let me read this. I wrote this. This is a book that I had written, and I wanted to read this quote to you. It says, "Truth speaks for itself by the presence it emits." Okay? Truth speaks for itself by the presence it emits. When you live in your truth, when you walk in your truth, when you speak in your truth, it's an automatic presence that radiates from you because it comes from the inside out. Okay? It comes from the inside out. There's an automatic connection with your audience. There's an automatic connection. There's something, it's like a magnet. They will be attracted to you. Whatever your purpose is, they will be attracted to you, your audience. They'll come to you. They'll seek you out. They'll get in your inbox. They'll message you. If you're out doing conferences, they'll come up to you. Sometimes you might not even say one word, okay? And they'll come up to you. Because there's an energy that goes with living your truth. That's why you can't pretend. You have to be true to yourself. Yo, I'm telling you. And if you could think back, just think back to a time that this may have happened to you all. And I'm pretty sure it has. But be in the right position, not contrary to your truth. Now let's move into the last and final one. It says a joyful journey. Okay, a joyful journey. Speak the truth in love. And this goes back to the question that I think you were asking, Lucky, when you said how, I forgot exactly what it was, but not being condescending or anything of that nature. Speak the truth in love. Okay? No, I can't do that. I'm sorry. Don't let people pull you every which way. Don't let them do it. Just speak the truth in love. I'm seeing that, they don't know any better. People that, say things, and it may be mean or it may be, condescending or whatever. They don't know any better. Just walk away. Don't come out of character. You're the visionary. You see it. They don't understand. They really don't. Because they can't see what you see. This is your baby. Your vision is a part of you. Your vision is you. But your journey is joyful. I'm going to tell you, I enjoy what I'm doing now. I enjoy it better than when I was climbing that corporate ladder, y'all. Oh, the money was good. The bonuses were good. But I used to go in the bathroom, not because all day long, not because I had to use the bathroom, but sit there in the stall and cry and say, I don't want to be here. And you see, your words have power. I kept saying, I don't want to be here. And then something happened with the housing market and I got laid off. Me and a whole bunch of other people. So your words have power. I think I spoke about that maybe a couple of live streams before. Be careful what you say. But speak positive things on your journey. Okay? According to your path. And they'll come to pass. They'll come to pass. Each of you have so much power on the inside. You're a very powerful individual, a very inspirational individual. You're power. You're what? A ball of dynamite all by itself, but you don't even know it. That's why I'm letting you know you are. Because there's power that emits from you when you live in your truth. You are an atmosphere changer. When you walk into a room, the whole atmosphere changes. I don't care if it's a small room or a big convention space. The whole atmosphere changes when you're living and walking according to your truth. I want you to meditate on that. I want you to really think about that. You know, the changes that happen in your life. Think about that. How many people's lives that, you know, that you change that are effective just by your presence. You know, the phone would ring at this time, but anyway, just think about that. A joyful journey. You look forward to seeing your audience win. I look forward to my audience having an easy win because I know that they're struggling in areas and they don't want to be that way. So what can I do to help that will give them the victory that they have been hoping for, wishing for, and praying for such a long time? They have tried this and they have tried that and nothing's worked. What can, I create? What can I write? What can I do that will help them? And not only them, but their family and their friends who surround them, and also generations to come. What can you do? This is a joyful journey. When you see all of this and you see who you are and you know what you carry, you will position yourself that's not contrary to your truth. You do it each and every time because you never get tired when you correctly position. Never. The more you walk forward, the more things will open up to you. Okay? And it will keep you motivated because there's new things, there's new ideas, there's brighter things, there's things that you never thought of that, the light bulb comes on where now you could see. Now you could do this. It keeps it interesting. It never gets stale. It never gets old because you're living according to your design purpose. And I hope that, this subject today, that what I've shared with you Position yourself not contrary to your truth, because your genius follows your truth. Let me tell you, your genius follows your truth. Y'all, it's going to automatically flow from you. Y'all, I want to hear the stories, okay? I want to hear the story. Y'all send me your testimonies. Y'all send me y'all whatever it is. I want to hear, okay? I want to hear the success that you're having in your life, because you have decided that I'm going to live my truth. I'm not going to allow other people to tell me who I am, what I should be doing. I'm going to live according to my design purpose in life. Okay? And I'm going to be unapologetically you. I'm going to teach people how to treat me. And if they continue to try to encroach upon who I am, you know what I say? Snip, snip. Snip, snip. Because life is too short, y'all. Life is too short. And you have a deposit to make on the world stage. And it's for such a time as this. So I hope that what I have shared with you all today has brought value to you, to help you know that and understand that you are valued, that you are worth, that, you know, it's your time to shine. Okay? Not being prideful, but it's your time to shine. You put everybody else ahead of you and place yourself on the back burner, but now it's time for you to come out of hiding. Okay? Your position is not in the background. It's not in the background, because you hear people say, oh, I'll do better in the background. You know, I don't need to be seen. Yes, you need to be seen, because your audience is looking for you. They're looking for you with money in hand. And I want you to get that visual. They're waiting to buy your books, your products, your services. So you have to come out, okay? Come out wherever you are. So I hope that, you know, you have been able to see those words and those phrases that causes activation in your life, those things that light you up, those things that you love to speak on a consistent basis, those questions that, you know, your audience is consistently asking, and walking on your joyful journey, that your journey is joyful. If your journey is not joyful, go back and get an assessment, do an assessment on yourself and see where the problem is, because it all starts with you. Okay. And now it's a time to say enough is enough. I'm going to stop the pretense. I'm going to stop allowing things to suck the energy out of me. I'm going to stop allowing the bloodsuckers to take advantage of me. It's time for me. It's time for my products, my services, my messages to come forth. So with that being said, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule today to join me on this segment of Turning Your Passion into Profit Morning Show. And I look forward to seeing you the next day. But remember this, this is your time. This is your season. This is your turning point. So have a great rest of your day.